Last week, Carlos Maza, video producer for Vox and gay porn enthusiast, lashed back at Steven Crowder after a video in where he called Maza a lesbian queer. Using Twitter to fuel his war machine, Maza demands that Crowder's channel be removed from YouTube for harassment. After a barrage of tweets, YouTube responded in a 4-part tweet stating that Crowder did not violate their guidelines and no action will be taken. Shortly after, they double-backed on what they initially said and demonetized Crowder's channel. However, Maza's fabulous fury was far from over. Still not happy with the result, he opened fire on YouTube, demonizing the platforms for supporting radical extremists and bigotry. This caused a new wave of channel demonetizations and terminations that is affecting hundreds of channels as we speak. Also, rumor has it that another adpocalypse is on its way. Now you're probably wondering, who's this baggy-eyed crackhead-looking motherfucker? Well, this baggy-eyed crackhead-looking motherfucker has a name, goddammit, and it's Smeagol. Jokes aside, my name is Rector, and I'm the owner of the Rector Nation YouTube channel. Today, we're going to talk about freedom of speech and how it is currently under threat on YouTube. I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but I still want to give my hot take on the situation. Now, I really don't care about politics, the left, the right, the center, the behind. I could care less which direction you lean toward, okay? But it's starting to affect freedom of speech on YouTube, and as an active creator on the platform, I feel it is my duty to defend it. So what exactly is freedom of speech? Well, according to Oxford Dictionary, freedom of speech is the right to express any opinions without censorship or restraint. Now, this has kind of a limitation with it, right? You can't call for harm on others. That is inciting violence, and that will get you jail time or fined, possibly. I don't know the exact punishment, but I know there's a repercussion for it. Now, let's give you an example. A good example of freedom of speech is a peaceful protest. So imagine a couple of picketers just picketing pro-life. Let's say pro-life, for example, on the street. As long as they're not inciting violence, as long as they're not saying, okay, let's completely eradicate the other side of the spectrum. Let's just completely, beat the shit out of them with our signs and, we can't let them live in our society anymore. Let's just kick the shit out of them. That's not allowed. As long as they're not doing that and they're just protesting in their side of view and it's peaceful, then it's covered under freedom of speech. It's okay. Now, freedom of speech is under attack on YouTube by a man by the name of Carlos Maza, gay rights activist and LGBTQ leader, I guess, in the community. That's what he calls himself on Twitter. I don't know if it's true or not. It doesn't look like it. He's kind of a hypocrite. We'll go over that further. So, how is he attacking freedom of speech? By demanding YouTube to censor Crowder, Maza is attacking freedom of speech directly on YouTube. Now, it kind of worked. YouTube gave in and completely demonetized Crowder. But it's not enough for Maza. He wants Crowder's channel completely terminated, just removed off the platform. Okay? He doesn't want Crowder having his voice, having his opinions, because he doesn't like them, he doesn't agree with them. Now, Maza clearly doesn't care about people that are caught in the crossfire. He just does not give a shit about anybody else that gets terminated, demonetized because of his reckless actions. He openly jokes about deplatforming channels on Twitter, and that's proof that he just doesn't give a shit. People put in a lot of work on their channels. Hell, even Carlos Maza puts in I'd say a tiny bit of effort, but there's still effort there, right, on Vox News. And for someone just to say, okay, I'm gonna fucking deplatform you, that's serious. How is that at all a joke? Not only this, he says he's got thick skin. He says he could take the punches, He says he could take criticism, but he really can't. Because then he proceeds to mass block Twitter accounts with an opposing view. Because he can't stand other people having an opposite opinion. He can't stand people trying to make jokes out of his situation. He just can't stand it because he's got thick skin. Maybe on his dick. So I did a little bit of investigating into Maza and where he's actually been on the internet. So I searched up his name, Gaywonk, on Google, and it came up with this Reddit account. Okay, let's check out one of these here. Oh my god, this is gonna be horrible. Is that a brown spot on his dick? Oh, that is his dick. Shots fired! His TED Talk is under fire on YouTube, right? It's taken so many dislikes, so much so that they had to disable the comment section on a TED Talk. Okay, this is the only TED Talk I've ever seen that has a disabled comment section. And I've watched over 30 TED Talks. This is the first one I've seen that has a disabled comment section, just because of how much hate he's getting. Now here's the most important question about Maza. Is he a top or is he a bottom? Well, obviously he can't be a top because he's already hit rock bottom. Yeah, I know. It was a bad joke. I know it was cringeworthy. Okay, let's just move past it. Forget it was ever a thing. Now, I believe that no one has the right to censor you just because they don't like what you have to say. Up to an extent, of course, right? Inciting violence like we went over before, that doesn't count. That's a whole nother thing. Now, especially people that support assaulting others with milkshakes. Especially these people don't have the right to censor you just because they don't like what you have to say. And Maza, he does this. He tweets out a tweet by the lines of, "Milkshake them all." And who is he targeting? The people that he disagrees with. The people that disagree with the left. Now, it's only a milkshake, right? It's not like you're punching them, but you're still provoking the other person to act out in violence against you. If you're walking down the street and some guy just randomly chucks a fucking milkshake at you and you get drenched in strawberry milk and all this other shit, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna laugh it off? Some people might laugh it off and say, hey, yeah, I could just change my shirt. But most people are gonna beat the fuck out of that guy. Chase him down and beat the shit out of him because in their eyes, it's assault. And it is assault. You're provoking the other party. Not only do people that support assault not have a right to censor you, but people that are so selfish that they believe that their own feelings are more important than a basic human right. As a gay man, he should be used to butthurt by now. I mean, he gets it up the butt all the time. Now, don't worry, Muzz. I got a little something for you, man, to help with that butthurt of yours. I got Trojan lubricants. Now, you could apply this to your anus. You could apply this to whoever is giving it to you from behind, from the front. It doesn't matter. It'll help with that butt hurt, okay? It'll help soften things up, make it a little bit more sleeky smooth. So instead of going in rough and tough, going in dry, you're going in with a little bit of protection, a little bit of support, right? There's still going to be some, right? There's still going to be some butt hurt there that you're going to have to get used to. You should already be used to it, let's be honest, but it's not going to be that much. So just go by to your local pharmacy. That's where I got this. And you can pick up a bottle of Trojan lubricants and alleviate some of that butt hurt. All right, man? It's just a helpful tip. I'm just trying to help you out. It truly makes me sad to see a platform that I grew up on come all this way just to be held hostage by a crybaby because his feelings hurt. To close, I just want to congratulate Carlos Maza on becoming the top meme of 2019. What an outstanding achievement. Maza is truly an inspiration for lesbian queers everywhere.